The interwovenness of dark angel triggers in your shadows are the key to actually giving you your freedom. Today I'm here at Dark Angel rock formation right behind me, which I will show you at the end of this video. And what it reminded me is we don't love to examine the not so great parts of ourselves, our dark side. Some people in the spiritual world call it your shadows. When we take the time to look at those little pieces of us that get triggered, you know, those pieces that look like somebody said something and all of a sudden you get anger and you rage and you're just like, ah! To what makes you just hurt on the inside and keeps you quiet and isolated. There's those little bits and pieces of you that at some point, probably in your early childhood, could be anywhere from being bullied, being told not to speak up. Maybe it was you didn't look very right in school, so you have this external perception of what people perceive you and how you look at things. I've always said one thing. Success is how fast you recover from your trigger. In order to do that, you need to identify what your triggers are. And that becomes with a heightened sense of awareness. When there's that little piece of you that just gets completely thrown off, whether it's your distractions, whether it's anger and rage on the road, take a deep look inside and figure out what values you have that are being stomped on. What is that story that you're telling yourself that's not really true? Just because something happened to you a long time ago doesn't mean that's who you are today. And when you're willing to look at this dark side of you, these shadows, these triggers, and you start figuring out what they are, you bring that dark piece of you up to the light. And the more you can start shining your light, the better this world is going to be. It takes a lot of courage to start looking at the not so great parts of you. It's easy to be positive. Oh, let's turn it on so everything just sounds right. But sometimes you need to actually sit in that pain. Not have that piece of chocolate to make yourself feel better. But you need to acknowledge and feel that hurt within you. It's not about sitting and dwelling in it. But if you don't feel it, you'll never release it and let it go. When you feel these not so great parts of you, maybe you feel unwanted, unworthy, that you're not capable of doing something. Once you start to bring that to light, you'll see that it's just the opposite. That you're worthy of everything, that you're deserving, that you're capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. So I'm going to challenge you today to start looking at those not so great pieces of you and figure out what they are. What are the stories you're telling yourself? Because when you start figuring out what those are and you start letting them go, your life will change completely. I hope you join me on a journey outside. Adventures with Lora sometime soon.